This webinar is for information purposes only. It is not intended to be legal advice. We do not supply legal advice. If you require legal advice, please contact a qualified legal professional. All information in this webinar is private. All results can be different, and your actions or results are your own responsibility. We cannot be held responsible for other people's actions and or results.
Hello there, Peter Wilson here again. Just reversing my car and trying to stay away from a pigeon sitting in the middle of the road. I've just been out walking the dog Gaza, and coming back home, and sitting in the middle of the road, right in the middle of the road, is these two pigeons. There's all these cars coming towards them. One of them flew away, and this other one just sat there, would not move. Just, you wonder why you see all these squashed pigeons in the middle of the road. Just won't move. Luckily, these two cars that went past, they moved for it, went on the other side of the road, didn't kill the poor little thing. There's another one, a crow, just like walks across the road, like, you know, looking at you as if it's my road. What are you doing on there? But this pigeon just stood there, not moving whatsoever. These cars luckily moved. You think, well, you know, if you don't change direction, luckily for you, the cars were decent people, but if it would be normal, they would have just ran you over, you'd be dead. So it was going past the pigeon, it turned round, and there it had one of them face nappies on. Shows how stupid it is. Still going around the shops this week. Right, Monday was the 19th, this is Thursday, and there's still people like wearing their sister's panty liners on their face. You know, my good God, man, come on, what chance have they got now? What chance of everything that's happening? What chance have they got of survival, literally, you know, of everything that's going to be going on? They got like literally zero chance of survival. I'm trying this now. Last week I was trying to do videos like going training at the gym. Even I can't think Monday as well, and it just kept switching off my phone. I've never updated it for like, oh, I don't know, a long time, over a year. I don't like updating them because I keep putting this stuff on, don't they? Apps and that. But anyway, I had to do it. They just wouldn't let me do any more videos, trying to free up the space and everything. They're naughty. But anyway, I'm gonna do like a webinar on Saturday. Sorry, just had to go through those lights there. And I think I might just do it like live on YouTube. I'm not gonna do it like on a private basis. I'm gonna open it. Whoop, it's really foggy here today. Gotta watch these people. But for now though, I was getting a lot of questions about this A for V recently. Now, if you all remember, and you've been into the members area, there is a lot of A for V information, A for V support and paperwork, and the videos and the instructions. A lot more than I've ever seen on any other platform. Anything. And I'm still getting questions about well, I've got a reply, what do I do next? I mean, look, it's on there, it's everything. There isn't a single question that can be asked that the answer is not supplied on the videos, period. You know, I've even had some woman, it's like question is, how do you do this, how do you do that, and it's already on there. What about this, what about that? And then she cancelled the membership and went off, like, you know, and like, oh, I can't do it. Just funnily, you know, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. You please your bloody self, you know. But I tell you what, every question, the answer's on the videos. And then someone else come back and says, I know her, she won't watch videos, she's just point blank, she wants you to do everything for her. Yeah. Whoa, another pigeon. It's got a mask on as well, trying to kill itself. Ooh, shouldn't say those words, should you? We got a threat to close the group down. Apparently we said something about a face nappy. But because we had to change the group, if anyone who's been on the group for a while, and we changed it and relaunched it on the 28th of May this year, and this one was saying it would made a comment on the 2nd of May. Oh my. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, like listen, when you're going on the A for V and you're going to do this thing, you got to remember these people are criminals, right? We are being run by a criminal enterprise. You are getting run by people that have actually got more morals than John Gotti and Al Capone, all right? These people have got less morals, I should say, you know? John Gotti and Al Capone were decent people compared to what we're dealing with here, all right? And both of them killed people for fun. These are like lifetime murdering filth criminals, and they've put these people in place to like run their little front side of the business, right? But you're dealing in massive criminality. So just imagine that you're going up to Al Capone and he's going to say, actually, do you know what? I've just found out that I don't have to pay you, right? Because paying you is actually illegal and a crime, and I shouldn't be paying you. Now, do you expect Al Capone to turn around again? No problem. Just thought I'd try it on for a while. Take it easy. Well done. Thank you very much. That ain't gonna happen. And it ain't gonna happen on an A for V either. So when you turn around and you actually start discharging your debt, lawfully and legally, because they are two different things, we've got to remember this. They're not just going to turn around, slap you on the back, congratulate you and go, oh, well done, best tell everyone else how to do it, right? They're going to tell you that you're full of it. They're going to tell you that you're stupid. They're going to tell you all sorts of things, right? I've had them like saying, oh, such and such refuses to be appointed as the fiduciary trustee, right? Well, they can't refuse. They are in, right, the trustee position. They cannot refuse. They are doing that job already anyway, so they can't refuse to be in it. But they're still going to try it on. They're still going to say something. Go to the next stage of the process. Don't ask me, like, oh, what do we do now? You know, do the process, right? There's letter 1 or notice 1. Send it, right? There's notice 2. Send it. Or what happens if Agnes in the office or Arnold the arsehole sends like a letter telling me I'm stupid? Well, send them what I've told you to send them. There's the private side and there's the public side. Arnold in the office, or Agnes in the office and Arnold the arsehole, they're in the public. They shouldn't even be dealing in the private side. So if your trustee, fiduciary trustee, has given them the letter, they've broken the trust. So tell them they've broken the trust and send the conditional acceptance. And tell them, like, you know, are you committing a tort on me? Do the process, do what's on there. And then you keep sending it, you keep repeating it, and you keep a record of all your paperwork. When you send off the A for V, you mail it. I'm gonna park up over there. Oh, should I go there? You mail it on, it has to be signed for. So, I mean, they don't sign right now because we're doing this play game, right? But they still have to have it registered and recorded, like as in making a record of delivery. That is your proof of delivery. So you need that. So make sure that you do it signed for mail, and then you keep the record so that you've got proof if it goes to court that this was sent. You appointed them your trustee. There's the proof that they've actually received the notice, right? And then you send off like the affidavit, and there is proof that you've sent off the affidavit, and when it gets delivered, and you print it off, keep everything all printed up in your file for that particular case, all right? And so if it does actually go to a court, then you've got all the paperwork to say, well, this is what I've done. This is exactly how I've done it. It's a lawful and legal process. And if you're not prepared to go to court, don't do it in the first place. All right, don't try and do an A for V if you're gonna pee your pants, right, when you get challenged by it. Just don't do it. Just pay. Right, which is unlawful and illegal because you're actually just discharging it with debt notes. All right, but you know, if you can't stand on your sovereignty and stand and fight your case, then do not do it in the first place. Here's Ricky coming in. We're going training now. I'm going to do more videoing when I'm finished, but I just wanted to try it to see if my updating my phone worked. But when he was a little kid, anything ever happened and he come in, so like, oh, such and such hit me, we'll go hit them back. You know, there's your solution. Don't ask me, go hit them back. And if they hit you back, then you hit them twice. Right? Never ever start trouble, but make sure that you finish it. Well, this is the same thing, right? Don't come and ask me, right, oh, I've sent off an A for V and they said I'm lying or they said I'm stupid. Right? All of the process is in the videos, it's in the paperwork, the supporting paperwork is all there. I've just told you again how to do it. Make sure that you keep a recording of all the mailings, that it gets signed for, that you record it, print it off, and you've got your paperwork intact, right? And if it goes through and you get to the end of it and they're still not like saying that they're accepting it, then you keep sending the conditional acceptances, the ones that are in there, and you keep doing it and you keep doing it and you keep doing it. If it's 5 years, 10 years, you keep doing it, right? Don't write to me and say, oh, it didn't work, right? Just keep doing it. And then if it ends up you having to go to court, at least you've got all your paperwork as proof, and then you sit and do your case. And if you're not prepared to fight your corner, don't get into the ring, right? Don't do the A for V in the first place. Now, I'm surrounded in paperwork in my office at home at the minute. I've got like, because I'm printing up all of my I'm just telling you about this because if this works, then I'm not going to do an A for V anymore. I'm just going to stick with the 1099 process. So I'm recording all of it, 3 years worth of paper, and I'm printing it off so that I can double check. Oh, you know what I mean? It's like being an accountant, double checking everything, going over everything, because you've got to remember, only try and claim what you're allowed to claim. Don't make anything up. Don't be silly with it. What it is that you got to, it's like everything, OID, original issuer discount. Whatever you issue has to come back to you. All right, it goes full circle and comes back to you. So whatever debt tokens that I've entered into the system, and I enter it into the system with your signature, my signature. And what I mean by that is, and a signature is a direct debit. Still, it's an electronic signature. Your card payment, when you use your card, it's an electronic signature. If you've done a check, I've never seen a check for years, but like if you do and you sign it, it's your signature, your sign of nature. You have created the funds, all right? Be the debt tokens or not. You've created them by that. So it has to come all the way back round and come back to you. That is what the OID process is. That is how you get the return to you. All right. So now, if what people have been saying, well, can we do this? Can I do this? Well, I'm busy trying to fix it now. Trying to use it. Right now, if it works and it comes back to me and I've got proof that it works, then I'm going to allow other people to go and say, oh, do it. Some people have like went through and said, oh, I found this source, blah, blah, blah. Good, get on with it, right? Whatever you do, like, you know, don't ask me questions about it, okay? Because I'm busy trying to make sure it works. If I've proved it and I can do it, then I'm going to tell other people how to do it. I have no proof yet. I've paid a lot of money into it just to try and find out if it works. If it fails, I lose that. Who cares, right? But I'm trying to do it. But I can't tell other people how to do it if I haven't got the proof, okay? So they're saying like, oh, tell us how to do the 1099. I'm trying to do it now, and I'll find out if I can do it very soon, hopefully. And if it works, right, then great. And I'm not going to do any more A for Vs, even though I like doing the paperwork and the argument and getting these ridiculous responses back. Don't ask me about the responses, all right? They're going to send you the most ridiculous responses. That's just the way it is. But they're criminals. They're not going to admit it when they get caught with a hand in the cookie jar, right? It's going to be like Bart Simpson, was me. right? They're going to deny it. They're not going to want you. They've been double dipping for centuries. And then you're going to try and steal their gravy off them. You're going to take their little bit on top off them. How do you think they're going to react? They're not going to congratulate you. They're not going to be happy about it. You are taking away what they see as their money, right? Now, they've already been paid, but now you're taking away their second source of income. So don't expect them to be jumping up and down and be happy about it, right? And if you're not prepared to fight for it and argue for it, don't start the process. All right, if you're a member and you've been on the webinars and you've went in and you've got the access to the membership and all that paperwork's all there, then use it. If you fancy doing it, if you want to fight for it, it's all there. But if you're going to get worried about it, don't start the process. If you're going to panic when someone starts arguing with you because you're stealing the gravy from them, their gravy train, then don't start the process, right? If you enjoy the fight, if you enjoy the argument, then get on with it, and it's there for you, and we can all fight and have a good time. But they're not going to give up and give it to you on a plate, right? Don't expect to steal from gangsters and thieves and then them turn around and say, welcome to the gang, well done, you're a good thief, right? You're taking away what's rightfully yours, but they see it as theirs and they've been stealing it for centuries. These are people that are thieves, criminals and murderers. Don't expect them to be nice when you stop giving them their gravy, okay? Think about it. But, you know, the process itself, before you're going to ask questions, I mean, I answer them, I tell them, I mean, it's like, you know, but look at it and go through all the paperwork and go through all the videos, because the answers are in the videos. If it's not in that video, it's in the next video, so go and watch the next video. Make all the notes you can and sit and go through the process. But expect a fight. Expect a fight. Okay? Now, like I say, even the ones that fly through, right, it's like, because for whatever reason, but 99% of them, they're going to fight you. All right? Don't turn around and say, now what do I do? They're not going to admit it. Right? Get on with it and get through the process. Now, if it ends up going to court and you've got all of your paperwork, then there you go. There's your proof of everything that you've done. And you've got a proof of an affidavit that hasn't been rebutted. What is an affidavit that hasn't been rebutted? An affidavit that hasn't been rebutted is truth and judgment in law. Now, we're going through some court cases right now. We're going to go through some more. What you do is you can actually file for a judgment. Throat's getting sore. I'm actually going to do the paperwork and show you. I should just do it that way instead of explaining. But you do through, I think it's either an N2 or an N208, can't remember now, there's done that many forms. An N1 you're claiming financial side. On N2 or an N208, you're just asking for judgment. You're not asking for a payment on it. Do you know what I mean? Right? Oh, they've painted the outside of my gym. Huh. Well, there you go. It's about time they've done something for that rent I keep paying. It's good because I put all of the rent and everything I put down. I don't use a business account to do my business. I just use my personal account. There's no law or rules that say you should, right? You can do whatever you like. So every single penny I've paid for all of like the equipment and the rent payments and everything, it's all getting, hopefully, if the 1099 works, I'm claiming it all back for 3 years. And then every year after that, just keep claiming it back. So then you're never going to worry or care about, like, and that can be your own rent or mortgage payments, you know. I went off on one then, didn't I? I've just noticed them painted the gym. You know, when I went up to the door and opened it last night, I was thinking I can smell paint, but I couldn't see it because it was above my head. But now I can see it over the paint of the whole place, or at least they're changing it all to dark grey. Looks like a battleship. I've had enough of them. Anyway, so what I'm saying about the judgment, right? When you're doing an affidavit, which is the affidavit of truth that you send off for the A for V, right? Which is the second part, that not including, you know, Agnes in the office if you have to send the conditional acceptance or whatever, right? And then you just keep sending the conditional acceptance. It doesn't matter if it's 1 or 1,000. Just keep sending them. You know what I mean? These and keep proof of postage of everything, okay? But like on your affidavit, you can actually get a judgment on the affidavit, which is what a lot of the people that were involved with are trying to do now. So then you get judgment on the affidavit to say you've done it. And if it's unrebutted, as in they say, no, you didn't, and they've got substance, you know, they can't just say it wasn't me. They're not Bart Simpson. They have to say why, what, how, and when. It has to be substance. It has to be explained. It's a legal format, right? No, it was me. It doesn't work. It has to be legally done. Lawfully and legally. And I'm talking about legal because this is their realm, remember. And a lot of people still don't get it about being separate from your actual straw man, your legal fiction, but using it because you control it. You're the living man or woman, but you control the legal fiction because this is commerce, right? You're standing there as the agent for commerce, right? That's how we work it. Okay, you just because we're saying we're sovereign, we didn't say we're going to be sovereign. We're going to live in a field, eat grass, and like not speak to anyone ever again, or not deal in business or commerce. That's not what we said. What we're saying is like we're going to be sovereign, and what we're going to be is we're going to be the representatives or the agents of the legal fiction that they created and allowed it for us to do it. I'm going to continue with this in a second. I'm going to go and get my arse battered all over the gym by Ricky, and then come back and continue because we have a bit more to chat. I just wanted to actually try the video because it's never been working for a week and a half or something. All right, continued. Oof, well, that was fun. Yeah, hot and sweaty now. Let's get out of this car park. So what was I saying anyway? But the I don't know why they put big stones in the car park. Smash the car in when you're driving. There's Ricky. He just punched me in the eye. Yeah, fancy abusing your dad, eh? So yeah, on Saturday I'm gonna do like I will be doing a webinar, but you know I think I'm gonna go live on YouTube. I don't know exactly how, I can't remember how to do it. I want to go live on YouTube and record it, you know, and it's going to be kind of quite a general thing rather than going over specifics, because I've been doing a lot of studying. Obviously I'm doing the 1099, which after it's all mathematical. And I got the first week, I found a number for the IRS for the EIN number, and so I've got that number from the IRS. And this week I had the new number, and it wasn't Houston, it was Austin in Texas, who deal with the 1099 forms. There's not many officers. Imagine the whole of the USA, it's huge, isn't it? But there's only a few officers that deal with the 1099, and you have to send them like to them as well. Well, the way that I've got it do now, I spoke to the guy who I'm buying the actual 1099 information course, which is like hours and hours and hours of training on DVD, and he's sending them to me. I've just got an email last night that they're shipped, but you know, last time he shipped some stuff to me, bloody hell man, he got a little kid there, Christ almighty, yeah, he looks about like 6 or 7, he's got a bloody face nappy on, fucking child cruelty that is, yeah, walking outside as well, holy shit man. Call yourself parents. Anyway, so the I'm getting them. Last time I got DVDs from them, it did take a few weeks. Maybe the sale over, I don't know. But we'll soon get them. And the DVDs that I'm getting, the course that I want is it's the same as the webinar that I did, but I didn't. It's like not always easy to get for the times that he's doing them, so I didn't hear the 1099 part of it the last time I was on with him. So this is the recording of it all. So I've had to pay for, even though I was there, I had to pay for the recording, which is not a problem because I want that information. And this is explaining how to fill the forms in, how you can fill the forms in yourself, which is what we need, because I'm getting someone to do mine now, and I've told you that the other day, which is great. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing how they work with it. I don't even think I'll get to see the forms. I just send off all of my paperwork plus all of my facts and figures to them, and then they transfer that onto the actual tax return form and the refund form, and then it gets worked out from there. I still have to find out about the US bank account. I've got one, and like I said, like, you know, they don't close, bank accounts never close, but I have no idea even the name of the bank, what it was. I actually just went down into the town, I can't remember where it was, might have been Orlando, and opened a bank account. Someone took me down there, and I just went in, had made the appointment, I think. But anyway, so I'll have to figure out, because they say that you just lose too much money if you put a check, which is what it'll be, a check, into a non-US bank account. They're probably right, because then you're still going to have to transfer it over to your own, but we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, I'm going to explain a lot more about the 1099 on Saturday, just to give you an idea of like what it really means. Because I tell you what, ever since I've mentioned it, I've heard loads of people coming on and telling their version of it, and a lot of it is just total rubbish, you know. And you know, obviously it's the same with anything on these types of things. You know, you get the wild stories, the crazy stories, and I think that there must be literally dozens of people who sit at home and think, what can I make up today that will just be bullshit, and, like, you know, spread ridiculous rumours around the place, you know, crazy. But I'm going to do that, and it's going to be more of a general like thing on the live. I'm going to have it like on YouTube. It'll be live, but it'll be like partly like in the webinar that I normally do on the Saturday evening. So we're still going to do it at 6 o'clock on the Saturday evening. Now 19th was the Monday, so I can't. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 21, 22, 3, 20, the 24th on Saturday. So whatever, it's around then anyway, so you know it, right? So I'll be on there, and I'll put it up in my group and everything like that, and I'll email it out to everybody as well. And we'll do that. We'll do like that, and you can ask us whatever questions you want, and we'll try and answer as much as we can. But you know, I've been doing all the studying, I'm doing the 1099 stuff, working out the facts and figures with my calculator and having to print it all off and double check. But I've been studying in between it the trusts. The trusts. Now the trusts, trust me, right, this is the way to go for everything. The trusts are the way to go for absolutely everything. Now, we were working on commercial liens. I know that was a private webinar that I did, but this is like going through commercial liens but doing it on a trust basis as well. This, like, let's just call it an advanced commercial lien way of doing it. I'm telling you now, like, trusts, everything you got should be in a trust. You should be in a trust, okay? Your family should be in a trust. Everything should be in a trust. All different types of trusts, and they should all be private trusts, where you get your physical body in a private trust, and you guess who can mandate anything to your body. If you are in a private trust, you are owned by the trust. All right, your DNA, get your DNA in a trust. Who can make you do things? Nobody. The more that I'm finding out about trusts, the more excited that I'm actually getting. You know, I've got this car I'm driving there, it's like it's in a trust. I don't own anything, nothing I don't own. And this week I got confirmation that our names are... My phone died on me again. That's what it keeps doing. That's what I was saying, updated or whatever. So obviously it's still not working that well, but it did the first part. So I don't know, I just have to maybe get a new phone. I've had this for about 2.5, 3 years, something like that.
I just liked it. I'm not a geek with phones or have to have the newest or best of anything. But anyway, what I was going to say was we got confirmation that our names were taken off the electoral roll. Okay, so that's what we suggest you should be doing, getting your name off the electoral roll. That's how they trace you for things and everything, and it's a contract. It's made a contract. So you're talking about consent. You're actually giving consent by being on the electoral roll. Get off the electoral roll. You're not wanting to give your consent. You can't say, I don't consent to some clown in a costume, but you've already given it tacitly because you've actually registered on the electoral roll. All right, understand this. So get yourself off the electoral roll. And then we have to get, we've already done, or hopefully that you're busy doing, rescinding all signatures, revoking all contracts. It's all in the same forms that we send off with the legal notice and demand. And this is what it's for, so that we come away from our straw man and that they don't own us as a living man or woman. Okay? Right, so I just thought I'd add that little bit on there because it looked a bit weird the way it stopped. It wasn't the video stopped. It wasn't me. It's just the phone. So anyway, just confirmation on Saturday, which is I think the 24th of where are we? What is it? July. Then we're going to be doing the webinar, and it's going to be live on YouTube. I'm going to try this stuff called, written it down, StreamYard. Now apparently, if you put it, I've got to pay for it, but apparently if you put this on, you can go live on a couple of things like YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So I'm going to have a look at that and see if I can do that. But if not, I'll be just going on to live on YouTube, and see you then. I'm going to send it out on the group and tell everyone, just in case you want to get you'll see the replay. I will record it all, but or does it anyway, doesn't it? Oh, I don't know, but hopefully you'll see it all anyway. But if not, it'll be great to see you live on Saturday at 6 o'clock UK time. All right, take care everyone, see you in a bit.